So it's been a long time since I've gone live on YouTube, and I just felt called to do it today. I'm trying to get it set up so I can see if any comments come through. And Lula's still awake, obviously. Oh, yeah, girl. So lately she's been moody about whether or not she wants to take her naps, and I didn't want to take all that time and wait and see whether or not she takes a nap today. So I'm just hopping on and doing this. I'm going to be doing channeled messages for the collective. I got a lot of really great feedback from my scrying channeled messages that I did last week or a week or two ago. So I was really excited about that. So I will be, let me see my crystal ball here. I will be doing that for those of you that loved it. And I know some of you still love when I do cards too. So I'll be doing both today. I'll probably start off with the cards and then do some scrying for messages. And if you don't get to catch this live, then you can always watch the playback. But also, even when I'm live, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, you can actually rewind it and start it from the beginning. If you're catching this like midway and you feel like you missed some messages, you could always rewind it. Whether you use that now or for future readings, future lives. So, and feel free to chat. Do I have the chat box up? Let me check. It's been so long since I've been live, and it looks like YouTube's been doing some updates and stuff. Let me close this. Okay, so it looks like the chat box is up, so you can chat while I'm doing this if you want to. And then after this live, you can also continue in the comments below. Let me know what's resonating with you. I also appreciate that. Obviously, it helps with engagement as well. And yeah, all right. So let me just get a sip of my iced coffee. I found this brand, I think it's called Pop and Bottle. That's a healthier version of like iced coffee because it's sweetened with dates instead of sugar. So look for that. I put it in my mug today, otherwise I would have showed y'all the can for it. Let me test this sound. It looks delayed on my computer. Hopefully y'all are seeing me in real time. So I will do crystal ball scrying for messages, but let's get a card first for those of you that enjoy the cards. I did a whole video on how tarot card and oracle readings and using divination tools is all a form of channeling. Hello to whoever's watching. Let me know who's here. Send me a chat. We have 2 messages. This is the Native American Tarot deck. And so I'll actually start with the bottom of the deck. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And at the time of me doing this live, we are entering into harvest season. And so I really feel like this is a time of getting back into a place of feeling like you can enjoy luxuries of life again. And when I say that, it doesn't mean expensive trips or anything like that. I mean, unless that's what you're planning to do. But when I say luxuries of life, like, it feels more like you can relax again, like breathe again. There's hope on the horizon. Maybe you don't see all the money yet, but you can feel the change coming. Like, that's what I mean. And so maybe you can do little things that you enjoy more, like maybe splurging on iced coffee or buying yourself a cute outfit, even if it's not the most expensive, like being able to get things because you want to treat yourself, not because you're living off survival mode, like stepping back into that. And it doesn't always have to be about money either. It could be like enjoying the luxuries of more time at home with family or friends or loved ones, or reading a book, you know what I mean? Things like that too. And I'm also getting this feeling of, I just heard sweater weather. Like right quite literally we're heading into sweater weather. I have on this, but more in the sense of symbolically speaking, like comfy, cozy. You're stepping into a season of wanting to be comfy and cozy, wanting to snuggle up and enjoy love around you and make your home feel good and comforting and enjoy nice meals or whatever it is that feels comfortable to you. That's what I mean. So, and then we also have, actually this was reversed, right? Yeah. I was trying to figure out the image, but yeah, it came up reversed. This is what it looks like upright. So it was the Hangman reversed. So I really feel like you're leaving feelings of things being on pause or stuck or behind you, and things are starting to flow again. And even in this image, you see how this person is pouring out water to those that are receiving it. It's like universe is getting things flowing for you again, and you're ready to receive it. And those clarity, epiphanies are coming about. Like hidden truth is being revealed. Things that were hidden to you before, you now see and understand. And some of it was hurtful or annoying or frustrating even, but now you're like, I see the truth clearly. Now I know how to navigate. Now I know who to pour into and what to pour into and what not. You know what I mean? That, and what not to as well. That's what I mean by that. And then we also have the Lovers. And I feel like this is, again, you see how there's like mirrored images here. So there's two suns because it's like a mirror with similar reflections, but also remembering that they might be a little bit different. Think about twins, right? Think about, okay, because I've been binge watching Sister. So think about how Tia and Tamara may look a lot alike, but they're different. So to me, what this is showing me is that we're stepping into a time of, we're realizing even how certain relationships may feel similar or look similar in different ways. Like there's also differences that are coming about as well. When I say differences, yeah, maybe you're having a disagreement on something, but also differences in terms of each of you are evolving. That could be for the good, hopefully, but it could also be otherwise. Maybe some people are going in different directions, and then some people, Lula's banging on the gate, and then some people are growing closer. But what Spirit is saying is, it's not even about necessarily the other person. It's about you standing in the center of it all. You being the lead character, leading person in your own life. And how are these reflections, like what are they reflecting back to you about you? And what do you want to do with that? You know, because you can love people and still not choose to have them move forward with you in the next chapter, or you can love people and you can, you know, keep working on it. Again, this is very for the collective, so lots of people watching. So this is more about you taking in that reflection and that clarity that's being illuminated for you, that truth that is now being revealed, especially coming out of your emotions, because water is emotions. And now what do you want to do with that? How do you want to navigate these partnerships now that this truth is coming about? Do you want to work on it? Do you want to keep going and seeing if things can grow? Or do you want to, you know, go a different path and be, you know, love from afar? Different things for different people. So that's some food for thought for whoever needed to hear that part. But we're stepping into that time of really soaking in like the knowledge that we've been taking in from close relationships in our lives, whether it's romantic, family, friends, platonic, business, or whatever. Even relationships with people on the internet, you know what I mean? It's okay to, some people you really just vibe with and you may not have even really met this person, but they show you all the support, you know what I mean? And some people are hating from a distance, you know what I mean? But how are you going to navigate those connections as well? That's just a random example, because at the end of the day you have your choice. So that's what I got for the cards. Now let's go into the crystal ball and do some scrying. What you doing, babes? Hey girl. Okay, I just wanted to see her face because I wanted to see what you were doing. Okay. Oh, one more message with the Eight of Wands. Things are picking up again, but it's not without effort. Like there was work that was put into this, but you're going to begin to see some of the fruits of your labor, the harvest. You're going to begin to see some results coming up. All right, let's get my crystal ball. Okay, already immediately I saw something. It looks like the wings of a monarch butterfly, but then the flip side of it, like a dual image, looks like an owl, like the eyes of an owl. So let me just sit with that message. Okay. So butterfly, transformation, but also enjoying things to the fullest, because if I recall correctly, certain species of butterfly have a very short lifespan. I think some of them might even be like 24 hours or something like that. So I just take that to mean enjoy the moment and don't take life for granted. You know what I mean? Like, and we're always going to be constantly evolving and transforming. We're not supposed to remain the same. Going to the flip side of that, which was the owl, I do feel like some of you are not giving yourself credit for how intelligent you are, and you knowing what you need to do, but maybe being too afraid to make that change or to take that next step and apply that knowledge or that skill. Some of you are, it's almost like it's a fear of being seen, which I understand because I've had that sometimes. But also, owls have, they're more nocturnal, so they can see more clearly through the dark. And so I take that as a meaning that you are able to now navigate through the darkness that you have been experiencing way more clearly than before. And with owls being able to turn their head almost all the way around, you can see things from angles that other people cannot. And so, and you're maybe beginning to see things from a different perspective. So I feel like this is all on theme with you're about to step more into your power, or needing to. Spirit is trying to push you to that if you've been one of those people that's like not wanting to fully jump into the pool yet. You know what I mean? Symbolically speaking. Doing the double dutch, or afraid to jump into the double dutch ropes. But of course, that is a matter of timing as well, of when to jump in. Let's see if there's anything else. This is kind of on theme with what I was just speaking about. So I'm seeing somebody, they're standing in front of, like, it looks like 3 or 4 doors. And they're holding maybe a blanket. So let me put this down first. Okay. So I take that image that I'm seeing as so much what we were just talking about. You have these doorways, these different choices you can make. And the feeling I got when I saw that image of that person standing there was they want to try something different and open up a new door, but they're in a place that's familiar. And that blanket, I think, was like a comfort blanket. They're in their comfort zone. So with change that is happening and with change that is inevitable, it's not always going to be in a comfortable place for you. Change can be uncomfortable. Change can mean you have to step out of your comfort zone and make a choice to do something different or try something different. Otherwise, you'll just get more of the same. You'll just get the same results. There's no growth. And then there's that feeling of, well, what if? Because you didn't try. You stayed in the familiar. And again, it all comes down to timing, because I'm seeing those double dutch again. But I think what Spirit is saying is that right now you're being encouraged to go ahead and make a choice. Choice is what is creating the change, your choices. And that means that you may have to be out of your comfort zone and not do what you had been doing because it might be becoming a bit stagnant. So that's for whoever needed to hear that message. You have to make a choice. It's time to make a choice. And also know that it's okay to make another choice later. You know what I mean? You might open up one door and it leads you down one path with a certain amount of lessons and experiences. And then you can turn around and decide, I'm going to try this door now. And that's okay. I don't know who needed to hear that. Maybe me, myself too. But that's okay. Let's see if there's anything else. That's interesting. Okay, so it looks like a boulder, but this boulder has a face. There's another one now, and another one connected to it that has a really long beard. It's almost like these boulders, or mountains even, but I'm gonna say go with boulders because they're more round, like huge rocks, like they're living entities. So maybe, I think what Spirit is trying to say with that is that you don't want, there's like a, what it feels like to me is like holding on to people because maybe it's history, maybe it's responsibility, or this feeling of obligation, especially to someone that maybe you once thought was wise, or maybe that you look up to for wisdom. But it feels like this wise person in a way is holding you back because you have your own perspective. You have knowledge that maybe they didn't see or didn't know or weren't familiar with before. And so instead of continuing to go with this one path or this one version of information and knowledge just because that's what's always been told to you or what's been done, it looked like they were trying to break off, and this younger boulder was trying to break off and break away. And I think the boulder was like, you think that you're stuck here, or you think that it's set in this place and this is what it is, but you know, it doesn't have to be. You know, it's okay to roll off into a different direction, because maybe you now know things that they didn't know before. So that's what I think that was symbolizing in a mixture of what I was seeing with what I was feeling in it. I just realized I left the TV on the whole time. Oh well. But yeah, so I think that's all I've got for now. This is going on to almost 20 minutes. But comment below how this is resonating with you. I hope you guys enjoyed the mix of the cards and the crystal ball. I'll try and do more crystal ball stuff moving forward since you guys loved it so much. And I will still eventually do a pick a number scrying reading as an alternative instead of a pick a card reading. I just haven't felt called to do that just yet, but I will. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Like this for the good old algorithm. Comment below for the good old algorithm and share it around. And subscribe if you want to. And I will talk to you guys another time. Bye.